Hey, collective. Excuse me. Welcome back to New World Angel. Let's get into it. Oh my God. First, let me show you the most ridiculous thing. How necessary was this for me to rent? I rent all my clothes from Nuuly, by the way. If you guys haven't checked it out, check it out. Nuuly, if you would like to sponsor me, I would love that. So, go to newworldangel.com and under collaborations and merch, just send me a little email there because I love you guys and I love this freaking hoodie. I'm gonna rock it like this, Eskimo style. Okay. Oh, I guess I shouldn't. Eskimo's not like, that's not the right term, is it? It's supposed to be. What's the politically correct term? I don't know. Well, now I'm gonna have to post something about this because I'm sorry, I should not have used that term. Okay, moving beyond that, let's see what is going on today. I think this is going to be a freebie, like a quickie, a little quickie. Quickie? Somebody having a quickie today? Maybe, I don't know. What's going on in the collective energy that we can pull on? Yeah, if you guys like fashion and, everything's just so expensive these days that it's like, if you want like quick fashion and you don't want to invest in it, like you only want a capsule wardrobe, that's what I own. Quality pieces, but the fun stuff I get from Nuuly, it's awesome. Check it out. All right. What do we got today for our collective? Let's make it a good one. I hope it's fun. I want fun, lighthearted energy. Granted, I know people come to my channel because they're looking and seeking for answers, but I just want like a fun, lighthearted reading today. Could you do that, Spirit? Apparently not, because Illuminati flies out. Cool. And I think I even spelled that wrong. Pretty sure I did. Okay, Illuminati on the table. What's going on with them? I listened to a podcast the other day, but it's called Breakdown with Maya Bialik and her partner. I'm sorry, I can't remember your name. Is it Josh? Maybe Josh. But I love Maya Bialik. First of all, she's a neuroscientist. She's a doctor. And their whole podcast is about exploring with a scientific basis and foundation, because she is a doctor and I want to say he is as well, but through a scientific lens they approach topics of spirituality. It is awesome. Freaking love Maya Bialik. And as somebody like me who has a science background but obviously is doing something spiritual, it's been really, really refreshing to listen to, because she pulls people from the spiritual world that typically wouldn't get a platform like hers to speak on. And she brings it to the forefront. And I keep referring it to just her, but it's her and her partner. It's just really awesome. So go on YouTube and check out Maya Bialik's Breakdown. That might be relevant here. But the reason why I brought that up is because she was talking about, or they were talking about, the Illuminati and Freemasonry, Eastern stars, like what's the difference between like a religion versus like a cult, or like a fraternal order of sorts. And it was just really interesting. I listened to the whole thing, and very insightful. I don't know, that could be relevant. You might want to listen to that that podcast, at least just that one. Mayim Bialik, if you would like to have me on your show Breakdown so I could give you a history of how I came to be in this position, because I feel like I've read for you before, but if you would like to have me on as an actual guest, first of all, I would freak out. I would have my little freak out moment, and then I would quickly get over it, and we would have just such a blast talking. There you go. So if you want to have a blast with me, then please reach out. Alignment with your true life purpose. What, is the Illuminati in alignment with your true life purpose? Do you have followers? Are they helping you? I don't know. We'll see. You are walking love. You are the personification of love. And you're in your true life purpose. That's amazing. What else? What else? What else? Oh, this one flipped over. You don't see this miracle coming, do you? It doesn't sound like it. Within a year's time. I love it when we get time frames. What else? I don't think I'm going to go as deep as I normally do, but anything else want to come out? I'd rather you fly out versus me pulling you out. Faux fur, of course. What else? Chart your own course. You have a direct connection to source. Dream snatcher. Pets and or nature spirits. All right, we have Illuminati, alignment with your true life purpose, your walking love. You don't see this miracle coming within a year's time. Something to look forward to. Chart your own course. Until then, you have a direct connection to source. Perhaps so says a dream snatcher. pets and or nature spirits. With Dream Snatcher, I get it more so as like can come in the way between you and your dream, your dreams, what you want to see happen. But we'll get into it. All right, Spirit, give us a lowdown of, I don't know, just key people or the situation at hand. What is the collective, like what's current, who's a key player right now? Key player. Meetings. Is the Illuminati having meetings? Probs. There's also a dog and 2 horses in here. And that falls in line with pets and or nature spirits. So dogs could be important. Nature in general. Maybe you need to get outside in nature. It does look like fall here on this card, so I would say the need to get out now, probably pretty prevalent. What else? Meetings, his thoughts, short illness, marriage card. Now all of a sudden marriage is on the table? Or perhaps like you are sort of thinking you're going to take up possibly some sort of contract within the Illuminati, or, you know, like some, like a subsidiary group organized within the Illuminati. I don't know. I get like ties to it though. Possibly going through a short illness right now. Whatever it is, discussions are happening. 2 cards of discussions. Meetings and like family room. The living room card is what came out, but what happens in the living room is like communal, like it's a communal meeting ground. Back in the day, the living room was a sitting room. You know, where people would go. I'm thinking like Bridgerton style, where people would go, like suitors would find themselves. Maybe you are thinking about starting an affiliation with them. I don't know. It's just sort of what I get. Or had an affiliation with them. I don't want to keep pulling this. Okay. Well, let's get into the reading. Spirit, tell us what is going on. What does our collective need to be aware of? What's going on? Maybe you're going to be offered some sort of position within the Illuminati? I don't know why I get that. Somebody's thinking about something, though. About like there's some sort of commitment here on the table, and it doesn't necessarily have to be marriage, because like if you go into an agreement with like a fraternal order, then that in and of itself is kind of like a marriage, right? Like you're tied to it. All right. Spirit, tell us in 5 cards, what is the current energy and how does it relate to the cards already on the table? Clear up the storyline. King of Wands. King of Wands is super passionate, super charismatic, leader energy. Aries, Leo, Sag. Somebody who's fiery, determined, definitely a natural born leader, takes action when called to do so long as it's in alignment with their life purpose, you know, like they go after it. What else? King of Wands. Somebody passionate about a Queen of Cups. Possibly because you have a direct connection to Source. I mean, you, as the Queen of Cups, you are walking love. And also as the King of Wands, too, you're also walking love. You are in alignment with your true life purpose. So possibly this King of Wands is embodying Queen of Cups energy. But it says meetings his thoughts. So a King of Wands has this Queen of Cups in his thoughts. Possibly considering, maybe even going through like a some sort of like cold right now, or just sort of like working through a situation that might have you down and out at the moment. But there is somewhat a thought of like commitment, like meetings, commitment on the table, discussions about it. I mean, both the King of Wands and Queen of Cups are in the upright, so it's good energy. What about any? We said 5 cards for current energy. Mm-hmm. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, this is definitely a contract. Ten of Pentacles. I get a sense that like somebody wants to collaborate with you, and that's the miracle you don't see coming within a year's time. And there's going to be a lot of money tied to that. A want to work with you. Seven of Pentacles. Long time coming. Possibly it's been a consideration for quite some time now, but now it's just coming to fruition. But we'll see. Page of Cups in the reverse. Or that was the illusion that was being painted. Yeah, I kind of get a sense of like gassing somebody up. But like Emotional. Maybe that's what the dream snatcher means, is that like it was once a dream that this King of Wands and Queen of Cups together, we're hopeful that this collaboration would give them the payoff that they were looking for. And, they worked really hard, imagined some sort of like harvest or like payoff coming back to them, only to be deceived, is what I get. Like emotional manipulation. But there's a contract tied to this. What else? And that's what the dream snatcher is like the illusions are no more, because that did not come to fruition. But tell us why the King of Wands is here, Spirit. Why is the King of Wands here? King of Wands feels like he made a bad move. Oh, yeah. It's a bad decision to get involved. Bad decision to get... Maybe... I don't know who's in the Illuminati. Maybe one or both of you, or maybe you both got into the Illuminati, or I don't know. But what I'm getting here is that it was a bad decision on the King of Wands' part to get into a relationship either with the Illuminati or with the Queen of Cups, who was possibly tied to them. But let's see. Why is the Queen of Cups here? Bad relationship. Whether in business or... I get business. Seven of Swords, yeah. Lies, sneakiness, deception. Maybe fearful of even, like, what was communicated to you in this contract or in this collaboration was that, like, basically you will have support and protection by being with us, but the moment that you go against us, it's like, beware. We're gonna say and do whatever we need to in order to get what we want. But let's just see. And that's the Queen of Cups. Yeah, she was working with, now I don't know if this Queen of Cups lied to the head of this, what do I want to call him? Like a faction? Either way, the leader of this group or this particular organization, and I'm calling it an organization because, like, there's got to be across the United States, like, different factions, like houses, right? Similar to, Masons. And, like, there are different, what am I trying to say? Like, different orders, different, you know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, regardless, I believe this Queen of Cups lied to the leader of this group. And that's why you feel like it was a bad decision to get into a collaboration either with this person or with the group itself, because it was all based on lies. So the payoff that you thought you were going to get, this Ten of Pentacles, let's see. Ten of Pentacles. Why is that here? Ten of Pentacles here. Ten of Pentacles was hidden. In secret. Maybe there's a secret business dealing here for one person but not the other. Yeah, I mean, the hidden truth here is that there was a lot of money on the line. And it kind of seems like certainly for the Emperor, but possibly this Queen of Cups too. Seven of Pentacles. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? Lots of work, a lot of time. Yeah, definitely it was a lie. The amount of money that was promised or on the table, that was never really there. Seven of Pentacles. Why is that here? So what, they just wanted you to work and what? Just deal with it? Like, hey, you're getting protection from us. What else do you want? That sort of thing. Knight of Swords. Yeah, so just sort of waiting. I mean, just waiting on top of waiting for something that was never going to come in. Yeah, it was all one big illusion the entire fucking time. Page of Cups. Queen of Wands. Okay, so, and we do have the marriage card out, so your baby mama here. Did you get baby trapped? And that's also why this person is a dream snatcher? It was all one big illusion casted by this Queen of Wands to keep you stagnant. Why? Why? Why was this to keep the collective stagnant? Yeah, it was like, you're not going anywhere because we're married and I have a baby now. Never mind the money that was promised to you because it was all built off of a lie to begin with. That's what I get. Why did this queen want to keep the collective stagnant? Or just in a state of illusion, you know? Like, illusion about, like, where this could lead fulfillment-wise. Why? Because they were sneakily watching possibly you be the Knight of Wands. This person wanted to keep you stagnant because, well, there was some sort of payoff for them. Even though it looks like they possibly were doing something behind your back. They knew the truth the entire time about the Emperor. Plot fucking twist. I believe this Queen of Cups kept you stagnant because she knew that she got pregnant by this Emperor, and this Emperor is probably with somebody else. We'll pull on it in just a second, but the Emperor is who, the leader of this group, who obviously has a lot more pull and sway, was just a player. And he knew the truth about this baby this whole fucking time. So maybe you were baby trapped because you were giving them something that they wanted and needed, and potentially was money making as a part of it. They didn't want you to go anywhere. So if you have a little bit of money or were helping them make money in some sort of way, that was the whole goal. How fucked up is that? Tell us about this Emperor. What do we need to know? Is he the dream snatcher? Probably. Snatched your dreams, her dreams, and this poor child too. What do we need to know about this Emperor? She not only lied to you, but she lied to the Emperor too. What do we need to know about this Emperor? Business owner. Was making a lot of money. Has been doing this for a long time. And is married. That is why they kept it a secret. Because she is a fucking thot and got pregnant by the leader of this group, who was actually supposed to be with you. And then once she found out she was pregnant, she was like, I can't fucking say this to my actual husband. He just needs to think that it's his kid, because it would ruin things if both sides found out. Oh no! Okay, I'll fix that later. They're all in all sorts of which way. Okay, well, I'm glad we got to the point quickly on that one. That's so fucked up. All right, well, let's give the collective some advice. Give him or her 3 cards on advice. how to navigate this situation. We already know that chart your own course is needed. Whatever they did steal from you or whatever you feel like your payoff was supposed to be, it seems like cutting your losses and just moving on would be a good thing to do, but we'll see. What does the collective need to do? What's the advice here for the collective? In 3 cards, what advice do they need to hear? There we go. The advice here is, well, Hermit, 6 of Wands, Page of Pentacles. The advice here is take some time to consider how you're gonna fucking get away from this group and begin anew. You're gonna have to figure out the best way to get away. I mean, there's no way around it. Take some time, go within, alone, consider the circumstances. You have wisdom under your belt, considering everything that you went through. Consider, he's looking directly at it. He's like, how the fuck do I get away in the middle of the night and begin anew? Start all over, chart your own course. Take some time to think about it. I don't know anything about the Illuminati, so I don't know. My thoughts is that, like, I don't know if it's going to be easy to just, like, get away, right? Like, once you know a lot, that might be kind of hard to just walk away because it's like you know too much. So, take some time. Consider your options and begin anew. Chart your own course. Be safe. And fucking tell these people off, you know? They need to hear what's up. It'll be cathartic for you. Okay, collective. I love you so much. Please come back and we'll do this all over again, but I love you guys. Take care, and I will see you soon.